What's the conflict between Israel and Palestine? Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu at 24 of September have shown a map that's showing all Palestine as Israel, which clearly declare the end of Palestine and taking all Palestine land as Israel, that have provoked Palestinians to defend their own lives after declaring their end, especially after surrounding Gaza and taking their people as hostages by Israel for over 20 years, killing and bombing their home. Also decreasing Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is considered the second holiest place in Islam. At the end of September 2023, as a response on Benjamin, which shown that there is no intention of peace with Palestinians since 1948, Hamas have bombed Israel at the 7th of October 2023. It was also weird that Israel didn't inform the people in the area that it's going to be bombed even after Egypt told them before it with 10 days, so it looks like Israel wanted Hamas to bomb them so they can make a huge genocide for Gaza people. And then trying to send them to Egypt, Sinai, by using West media propaganda without mentioning the obvious to stop killing Palestinians. Israel have always been propositional with media propaganda, even in 1973 war, the 6 Hours War, after Egypt won and restored its land. Israel convinced the world that they were the winners. But did you ever wondered what is Israel? And what is Palestine? Palestine raised was since 3000 BC by Canaanites, which mean before any religion. After that, sea peoples who were named the Philistines, who is a hypothesized seafaring confederation that attacked ancient Egypt and other regions in the East Mediterranean before and during the Late Bronze Age collapse, 1200 to 900 BC, stayed in the land, and that's how it got its name Palestine. The city is considered holy for Christians, Muslim and Jews who lived together for centuries. But even before them, Romans have conquered it. Persians also did, but why don't we say that Palestine is belonging to Romans? Even better, it belonged for its native people, Palestinians themselves, who lived there since 3000 BC and still living there while getting a genocide by modern-day Israel. Palestine never belonged to a specific group of people as just mentioned. In 34 AD, there was the first Christian church, and Islam got into Palestine at 637 AD, and in that era no church or temple have been touched. Also, all religions lived together, and in the 11th century the Crusades have taken Palestine again, making a massacre and killing all Muslim babies, women, and elderly people until Salah al-Din at 1187 regained Palestine to Muslim Empire with a promise of not touching any Christian or Jewish woman, babies or elderly people, even not a single tree, and that promise have been standing till now. There's a couple Muslim families still have the original key to the Holy Sepulchre who still open its door every day till today. At 1920, Britain Kingdom have colonized Palestine after winning the war against Ottoman Empire in World War I, making Balfour Declaration, which is not based on any legal foundation, and well known as the promise of who don't have to the ones that don't deserve. Balfour Declaration is basically promised Jewish to have Palestine as their land to start their colonize. In World War II, Muslims and Christians of Palestine have helped Jewish to hide, and in 1946 Jewish went to Palestine as refugee after World War II have come to an end, and started taking Palestinians' land by force and under armed threat, which lead to take almost 10% of Palestine to Jewish Zionism people. In 1947 the U.S. General Assembly initiates a plan to separate Western Palestine into two states, which Jewish leader accept, but the Palestinian leaders reject the plan, resulting in uprising. In 1949 the Jewish community declares itself independent in the new state of Israel after making a huge bloodshed leading to the First Arab-Israeli War, the war leftist. 1956 making Suez Crisis. In 1967 to 1973 the Six-Day War and 6 Hours War in 1973. Present map in 2012, Gaza expulsion plan. As part of unilateral disengagement initiative, Israeli Defense Forces leave the Gaza Strip and for settlements in the northern bank. Israel launches a massive air campaign on Gaza, with declared goal of deterring Hamas. Since that day Zionism put foot on Palestine, they have demolished 774 village, With over half of Palestinians have been killed, almost 36% of Palestinians' women have been raped since 1945, tortures hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. Only yesterday Israel have bombed National Al-Mamdani Hospital, leaving 900 killed, mostly women and kids, leaving a war crime that West media is tried to lie about before announcing that it's actually Israeli missiles. And even Middle East Israel Ambassador Afike announced they will bomb the hospital directly before they did, making a death sentence to the injured people in the hospital. In the recent actions, Palestinians killed is over 3,000 civilians people, including 1040 children. That's the truth about what really is happening in Palestine, Israeli conflict.